Philippines.
Early 10 balls
Please
are
flag.
allowed except on the break, and the winner breaks. This will be a race to 4. And this is George Teache in the booth bringing you the live action with Tim de Ruiter.
Thanks, George.
Well, maybe you should say your last name.
Yeah, well.
I've said it wrong, I think, every time. And I used to have that problem my whole life, and now I'm having it with you.
It's tough. It's okay. So we got interesting teams here. We got the Philippines with Johan Chua, Carlo Biado, and Rubilen Amit. And on the other side for Germany, we have the fillers, Pia and Joshua, and Thorsten Homan.
And there you see them sitting down. Now, is this one of the first times we've seen a married couple team up in a world championship?
Might be.
Yeah, could well be.
So,
the 24 teams started this out. 8 of them had a bye due to WPA seeding. 4 of those teams made the semifinals.
yeah, that's pretty strong. And very important to know is we're playing best of 5 sets, race to 4. So we start with the 2 women's playing each other. Then after we will have 2 men playing a singles match. And then a mixed Scotch doubles. Now if the score is not 3-0, so 2-1 to whatever side, then the teams can choose a favorite player for 1 versus 1 match. Could be any player in the team. And then when they go 2 each, we have the shootout.
We have the shootout. This is the Predator Pro Billiard Series format, where the shootout is the deciding match or set. 3 sets out of 5. First one to win 3. And there we see a stare down by Pia Filler.
Yeah, overcut the 1 ball a little bit, but worked out quite okay.
Oh, it's going to get away. It's going to set up. Very big opportunity for Germany. Young lady, the wife of Joshua Filler. She's a 24-year-old. Became a Predator sponsored player in 2016.
Oh,
Went for a bank shot. Now remember, early 10s do win you a game here. So had that 1 ball set up on the 10, it would have been a very, very nice gift for the Philippines.
yeah, so I just found the schedule for the matches, as both teams already put up 3 names, 3 matches ahead.
10.
So of course we have Pia Filler and Ruben Amit right now here. Then after we will have Thorsten Homan playing Carlo Biado. Then after that we will have the Fillers, Pia and Joshua Filler playing Johan Chua, who's playing with Amit. And after that, well, we'll have to wait.
That'll be their choice. They'll decide just before the match. Just before that set.
10.
Keep getting the match and the
Stand
sets confused. 3 sets out of 5.
So, no shot on the 3. Kicking 1 wheel.
Oh, almost kicked it in.
Was very tough to make it though from that angle.
Very, very thin cut. Very accurate hit.
But she left some distance on the 3, and here we see nice replay. She was not too far off, but like I said, with that incoming angle, it was so tough to almost back cut the 3.
10.
So another safety here behind the 10.
And she's going to get it. Very nice laid up and tucked in behind the 10. Leaving a 1 rail kick. She can actually go underneath the 10 too if she chooses, but she's probably going to come across, do you think?
Yeah, it was looking like she was going to use the long rail like we see here. Not really sure. I think I might use the short rail, but
Well, it's missed. She was trying to push the 3 ball up against the 7 and come off.
so
and
ball in hand for Pia Filler here.
Well, there is a possibility of a 3 foul. She's got her on 1, but these players at this level kick so well, jump so well, that it's hard to get that 3rd foul.
Yeah, and besides it, the balls are spread nicely. They're open. You have ball in hand. You just want to have the first game on the board. So I'm not playing safe here again, but I did not expect her to leave herself so straight on the 4. So straight. Yeah, well, to the top right corner. Expected her to stun way more off the rail to shoot it in the top left. And this is a little awkward shot. She's got a small angle towards the 7 and it's tough to get on the 5 from here.
I think with straight draw, she comes straight over. Oops.
She
She's playing safe.
Yeah, and this is not good. Missed opportunity by Pia Filler.
Rubelin Amit, 42-year-old, 2-time world WPA world 10-ball champ, multi SEA champion. She began playing when she was 9 years old.
Quite nervy start in this opening game.
That's a very important start because it sets the tone for the match. The ladies, nice.
And she got lucky too.
Yeah. This is a nice, nice kick shot here. As kick shots go, this is one that could be made. And by making it, she will also, looks like it'll slide by the 8 and give position for the 7.
10.
Yeah, so I expect left corner pocket with the speed that if she doesn't make it,
it's going to end up nice. No, the cue ball came away.
Oh, and
did it come away?
It worked. It worked out. It worked out. Not what she was planning to play, but can't complain here. So we're having a little. It looks like the momentum is trying to find its way. What side? What side am I going for?
Exactly.
10.
She's called a 10 ball. Not a bad call, but it's gonna play safe.
Looks like good speed.
Yep, the speed was nice.
Did she also get behind the 8 ball? She did.
Well,
so very nice shot, but there is a carom shot on the 10 maybe. If she kicks it over the right long rail, she might be able to make the 10.
Now, if you were playing this, Tim, would you consider playing to the long rail and thin the 6 on the right side very softly so you can stay behind the 10 when it comes up? Or would you open it with speed?
No, I do like that soft.
Yeah.
I didn't really see a lot of future in
in
what she just played. And I expect Rubelin to play position 4, a carom in the side. Here we see the reply. I don't think with this speed that there were so many good things that could happen.
And see, this is part of the reason I personally like the early 10s. You can actually play shots like that. Like when you go to play safe, you can put a ball in the vicinity of the 10 ball, play a safety, and if you get ball in hand, you have a nice shot like this. And game number 1 goes to the Philippines, Team Philippine.
Yeah, it opens up the game a little bit more creativity, more nice shots. So I would say if we want to have pool on TV.
Well, the excitement, and that does create excitement. I mean, you know what I'm still waiting for is I'm still waiting for that shot that with a 10 ball close to a corner pocket, and the object ball that you're shooting on the opposite long rail corner pocket, and someone to shoot it and then take that cue ball like a nice, beautiful 3-rail billiard shot and come around and make the 10 and watch the crowd go crazy with that. Set up a great shot.
So nice view of the arena here.
The arena and the players, as they look at this World Team Championship that they're taking part in, both teams wanting that championship. The Philippines have been runner-up twice in this tournament. They have yet to win. Oh, overamped it. 8 balls going down, less balls to run. Now Germany won in, Great Britain won in 2010, and in 2012 Chinese Taipei won, and then China B team won in 2014, and that was the last time this was held. But the Philippines were runners up in 2010 and 2014. Pia Filler with ball in hand.
Nicely done, nice angle, so she can just get away from the rail. Don't want to be close to the rail all the time. Doesn't feel like you're free.
She's laying just perfect to come up a little bit. Perfectly done. And now look how nice this lays out from there.
Yeah, just to get on the 7 ball, that's the little tricky part. Doesn't have to be tricky, it's just that it's easily to overrun on there. Expect her to play the stop shot and then go 2 rails forward on the 6 for the 7 in the side. Right side pocket.
I was wondering if you were going to choose the 2 rails for the side or up the side rail for the 7 in the corner.
I just think if you play the 2 rails, you can just tell yourself, if I just bump the 2nd rail, I will always have a shot. Now if you stun it for the 7 ball in the bottom left corner here, then you can overrun it or get too short and can get funny.
And that's why I was wondering which way you were going to do your work. And she's done it perfectly. A little bit of an angle that she could do without. She would like to have been dead straight in.
Well, I think it's
close enough.
Yeah, I think it's okay. She can follow the cue ball a little bit for the 9 in the top corner. Here the right top corner. Or she can play it in the side. She has a small angle though, so she is stunning.
I believe, she's gotten very kind of tough shape on this 9 ball. And this, I believe that the women's match sets the tone for this. The women's match sets the tone for this set because both men playing and, from both teams is a gamble. Either one can win.
Okay, nice shot on the 9. Try to bump the 10 ball in front of the side pocket, but she caught just a little edge, and this 10 ball to draw the score 1 each. And it goes in.
Beautifully done.
Team Germany draws a score 1 each. Pia Filler struggled a little bit there at the end of the game.
Well, just with that 9 ball.
Yeah, to just, I think like getting on the 10 afterwards, like she left herself still quite tough on this 10.
Yeah, back cut.
So, but she managed nicely. She did it. And not a really bad start. Just the first game was a little scrappy just because of the settling down. But besides that, I think they both are in the match now.
Team Germany with a little strategy, you think they're talking in the corner? That is Dwayne Payne, our referee from the USA, using the Predator Aero Rack on this beautiful Arcadia Predator cloth on the 9-foot Apex table by Predator. Great LED arena lights with a picture of the players. That's pretty impressive. I like that. Wonder what it feels like walking by and looking at yourself.
So, Pia Filler breaking here from the side rail, just like Rubilen. But of course it's not going for the cue ball going off the table. It's not what she wants.
Hits it with power. 10 ball's going to be in a...
Oh.
Oh, look at this 2-10 combo and the shot on the one and nothing on the break.
Yeah, and she did cut the one ball quite a bit. That's why the
Mhm.
balls didn't really spread nicely. I think if she
Yeah.
hit it square in the face, then I think the balls would spread way differently than they just did.
You know, if you're PFL, you're thinking, what an unfortunate gift
Well, I would
I just given this team.
be like, okay, 2-1.
Well,
I mean, that's... I don't expect to get back to the table here.
oh, no.
This is a little soft, though. Would have
Yeah,
liked to
I
just
would
get to the center of the
Ce-
table,
The
you
center
know.
of the table plays so important. So important. It makes everything so much easier.
Little advice from Joshua. Of course, more experienced. Thorsten and Joshua have been around for quite some bit and has played almost all of the big tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
So they know what to change or what to do.
And how to respond to a shot mentally.
And we'll go for a short break. We'll be right back.
And we are back to the beautiful city of Klagenfurt, Austria, where Team Philippines is trying to put Germany away so they can meet the Great Britain team in the finals of this World Team Championship.
Yeah, we see Rubeland breaking here from the side. Has had the cue ball flying off the table her last break, so she did cut the one ball a little bit too much. Not a really square hit, but it was a nice impact.
This is a nice open rack, Tim.
And I think that one ball goes.
Mm-hmm.
Just that three ball could be a little annoying. If
I
she can get really straight on the two, it doesn't have to be a big problem. But if you get some angle going on, it's tough to really travel to the three ball.
Well, it all depends if she chooses to shoot the two in the corner or come down and shoot it in the side. If she chooses the corner, she wants an angle. She wants to be to the left of the two ball, so she can just slide in position for the three ball in the same corner. And that's what she's shot for. No, she's coming down.
Yeah, like I said, if she ended up
Yeah.
straight on the two, then it's okay. But now
Now an angle.
it's already quite tough. She might draw the cue ball into the short rail and out for the 3-8 combination.
Mm-hmm.
or the 3-4 combination, but there's not an easy route to get to the other side of the 3.
The way this lays, would you consider off the left side of the the 2 going 2 rails and then just barely missing the 10 and coming past the 3, or playing the 3 to the side?
Well, it looks like this angle she's got might run. Well, she might be able to not scratch there if she hits it thin.
Oh, she.
But yeah, I
see
felt
that.
like it
Oh,
was
she
not-
opened the shot.
I felt like it was going to play too short.
Yeah,
and
it. That's
but
why I asked which would you like to do, but
I
she's
think-
opened the shot.
yeah, I think it still worked out, that little bump. Of course, she just makes it 3. Here we see a nice replay. Of course, she wasn't really close to the 10 ball,
Mhm.
but I don't really think that it was nice to go around.
Well, now she's developed a nice rack for herself.
Little hampered by the 7, but just a small draw shot will work.
And the steep angle on the 5 will be acceptable because the 9 ball can handle the cue ball, or will she go right there? Oh,
Yeah,
nice. That's
okay.
very nice.
Yeah, and this is an important game just because Pia can really raise the bar in this match.
Mhm.
Really, yeah, make sure that everybody starts playing well if they keep playing like this. Of course, Rubelin had quite some gifts. The 2 games were pretty free.
Mm-hmm. Being over the 9 ball here a little bit could be dangerous. She's going to have to elevate the cue just a little.
Yeah, top left. Go 2 rails forward, needs good speed, crossing her positional area.
And she did have the good speed you spoke to.
Well, she is going to leave herself long on the 8. If she just had that little angle to the
Mhm.
left, that
little
would
one.
have been really perfect.
It's funny because playing rotation, it's important to note when you play balls to the side pocket, you must be on the right side of the ball for your next shot.
Yeah, so nothing she can't solve, but she's making everything a little more tough
Yeah.
on herself.
This shot's just a little more difficult than if she was up by the side pocket. And she could come in. Well, I don't think she comes into the 10.
10.
No, center ball. I maybe would have played a little inside on that to end up in the center of the table.
I
Just
agree.
because there was a scratch here, playing center ball. You can
The side
see it.
pocket.
It kind of goes towards that direction, so it
Mhm.
was not too
Mhm.
far off.
Now, one of the things to note about this race to 4 is Pia Filler is a 663 Fargo. Rubelin is in the 750 area. And there's the difference.
Yeah, and that 9 ball, it's not like it was a really tough long shot, but still it was a little jacked up. She couldn't really stun it too much because of the scratch.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't really one of the nicest shots out there, and I expect Rubelin to bank this 9 ball here. Bank the 9 ball, leave the cue ball to the short rail,
10.
and then always leave the distance
Ten.
to make it tough to come back for the 10.
I agree, but in this one particular instance, I think the safety behind the 10 lays very nice, and it's just such a higher percentage. She's going to get distance from the 9 and the cue ball close to the 10. But when you can do that,
Yeah,
why bother with safeties?
yeah.
No, I agree with you. I would have shot it too, but
So this
that
10
also
ball.
laid good.
Philippines on the hill in the first set, leading 3-1. And this is a pretty big match, also money-wise,
Mm-hmm.
because the winner of this match is guaranteed 26,000 euros already. And the loser goes home with 15,000. So that's quite a difference in there, and I'm pretty sure that they want to pay their bills. So
Yeah. So how big was that missed 9 ball?
yeah.
It's
I mean,
huge.
could be costly.
Yeah.
Could make Germany lose the first point, the first set.
Mm-hmm.
Referee Dwayne Payne from the USA, wrecking the balls. The Predator Arcos 2 balls there. with the Predator Aero rack. You see the nice reflection of the arena lights in them.
I just like to point that out when I'm doing commentary because you don't see it anywhere else except in our tournaments, in the Predator Pro Billiard circuit.
Yeah, it's a unique setup they
Yeah.
have for the arena. So they put a lot of work in it, and
Nice design to it. They have 5 lights over the table, and it lights up the whole arena. And in this particular instance, for this venue, there's 2 streaming tables. That was the first time we've had that, and that is just awesome. We can bring you 2 matches at the same time with commentary.
yeah, they did a great job at the production this week.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's only going to be this table for the lasting matches.
Last part of yesterday and today was all matches on this table. In fact, they took down the second table.
So no shot after the break, dry break from Ruby Land. So I expect Pia to play the push out here.
Torsten and Joshua watching their teammate, deciding what to shoot here. Now by moving that 5 ball there, I think maybe she could have moved it a little more towards the rail, because Ruby Lynn can actually play safe behind that 5 ball if she chooses. Little 2 rail, thin the 1, but she might just go for this bank shot. It's a big reward. She can run the rack. No, she's going to play safe and use those. It's not going to give her a safety though.
Yeah, she was trying to hide the 1 ball behind the 5 and the 6, and then the cue ball behind the 10, and I think both ways just too short.
Mm-hmm.
And
She had options, and that's what she chose. Now, Pia has options right here, and that's make it and play position. And the 5 ball's in a nice place to get to from the 4. If she gets on the 3 ball here, things look very good. The hardest thing she'll have is going from the 5 to the 6.
checking up, some draw. Not too much. Is going to run into the 8 here, but should be okay with the 4 hanging over the side pocket.
Ladies and gentlemen, out there, if you're in the chat on YouTube, please share it and build those viewers. Let your friends know what's going on here in Klagenfurt. You have a World Team Championship that hasn't been played since 2014. 24 teams from around the world gathered here and started out on, I think it was Wednesday or Tuesday. I think Wednesday night. Tuesday night, they had the first match. And we have some of the best players in the world in those teams. Nicely. Oh, nicely. Is it going to go behind?
Whoa.
It did.
Quite unexpected. Looked like it was okay, and then
It looked like it was going to lay very, very nice with a perfect angle to go to the 6, and instead, she's going to have to kick it soft on top of the 6, and then be
on top
safe
of the 5,
back.
yeah. Like this. Doesn't want to leave the combo. If the combo is straight in, then I think, it looks like it's straight in.
It does.
That's the only thing she would not like to do.
If it is,
Oh, this is
it
close.
throws over. But do you like the thinning the 5? Real soft, just feather it and try to get behind the 8 where she's looking at now. I kind of like that too.
Well, the risky thing about that shot is the 5 ball is always going to open up. So you really need to get the cue ball behind the 8 or you're selling out.
Yeah.
So it's also a big shot, and she might be able to play it a little thicker and go long rail behind the 8, so the 5 will get off the rail behind the 9.
Yeah, let's see how well she cuts this ball. Oh, it leaked. She hit quite a bit of ball.
Yeah, and I expect her to maybe hit more and then use the long rail to get behind the 8, just to get that security on the 5 ball as well. So Pia Filler
Well.
back to the table. Long 5 ball, and it will be very tough or maybe even impossible to miss the 6. So if she can play this with a lot of drag, bump the 6 softly, she will be okay.
Yeah. Drag or just roll it.
No,
Because she'll
no, I
bump
don't.
the 6 and she'll be straight in.
I don't like rolling this. On such a big distance, I like to at least get the stroke out. Oh, and she decided to really force it. I didn't expect her to do that, and hung the 5 and left a good opportunity here for Rubilen Amit from the Philippines. You see the replay.
She got that going in just a little bit, just enough to. Oh, look at this!
Some drama already.
Yes, they both caught the inside corner of the pocket, and the object ball just sits up for the next player. Big break for Pia. And on these Predator Pro Billiard Series tournaments that we're having, 4 or 5 of them a year around the U.S., and we've had 2, I believe, in Europe, 1 in Canada. Pia makes most of them, so she's used to playing in this format.
Oh, and this
The
is
rail's
short.
a little soft.
She's short on the 7.
Wanted to be sure not to overrun it.
Well, and she can draw the cue ball.
Yeah.
Long rail, short rail. I'm not sure if she can go to the long rail and come back out. She did.
Nice
Look
shot.
at the cue ball.
Nice shot.
So good recovery.
I kind of like her just pocketing the ball with good speed and getting on the 9. Just like that.
She has missed one of those before. So the next time when I get the same shot, I do remind myself, hey, make sure you don't make the same mistake. Like, stay sharp. But now she made it and keeps Germany alive in this first set. Rubilen had a good chance to take the first set for the Philippines, but the score is going 3-2, still in favor of the Philippines.
Pia will be breaking the balls, and Josh giving her a little bit of advice there in regards to the break. I wonder if he's saying break softer, harder, which way he's directing her. And you can see by the way she's looking at Josh, she's receptive to any instruction.
Well, I just think she needs to focus on having a square hit on the 1. That's the main thing, because I've seen so many cut breaks this week and it just does not look like it works.
You know, with them using the arrow rack to rack the balls, or any rack, hand rack of course, the balls don't break the same. But the square hit has been the most important factor, I think.
Yeah,
from what I've seen, either
I think
center or side break.
the racking was good too this week, as I've seen a lot of people make the balls in the side from breaking from the middle.
Yes.
And then besides that, the 10 ball hasn't been really moving towards the corners all week.
That opening rack was
Yeah,
one of the few. That's one of the few I saw.
I barely
Exactly. I
seen
was kind of
any.
surprised.
So they're doing a good job this time here. Pia Filler to break to keep the hopes alive.
She needs this game.
Okay, not too bad, but the cue ball. See, now she got a
Oh,
nice spread and a lot of balls moving and makes the 1, and just that cue ball was a little tricky.
The one ball was going straight for the side pocket, but it got kissed over to the corner, but she might have a shot here. I'm not sure if it gets, no, I guess not.
Well, and if she had a shot, it would still be quite difficult to get on the 3. Just because she's bridging with that side pocket point, but she did not. I'd like maybe to put the 6 and the 9 together, or the 6 and the 5, just to build a little insurance.
Mm-hmm.
She's pushing maybe the 3 and the 7. Oh.
I was thinking of trying to get the cue ball to the middle of the table and maybe the 3 ball to the middle of the table, but the way the angle she had on the 3 wasn't possible. Just wouldn't lay that right.
So
And just challenge Rubelin.
I expect Rubelin to just overcut the 2 ball, exactly where she's pointing, and get the cue ball behind the 5 and the 9. So top right spin, make a thin contact on the 2. Of course you call the pocket.
Mm-hmm. Just in case.
Or is she going the other way around? Looks like she's cutting into the
Yeah.
left. I'm not sure why.
I like the other side. I like the side you call. The 2 rail, you got 3 balls that come into play. And there's that. And there was nothing over on the other side. This is a shot on the 10. She should look at this. No, it's too far down. Never mind. I'm sorry. The first angle I saw, it looked like she might have a shot at the 10, but no.
Extension.
Player is called for an extension. Germany needs this game to tie it up in the women's singles.
I think she's cutting here to go 2 rails for the 3. Just stop spin.
Oh, a nice shot.
But does it have enough speed? I don't think
don't
so.
know. It's going to be close.
Looks like she didn't get there. She was not happy. You could
Yeah.
see a little.
If it's straight across from the 3, it's going to be in a good place to put the cue ball over by the 5-9. She's come down too far.
Oh, she might still be able to cut this. Otherwise, I'm banking here.
Yes, I think so too, and bring the
But
cue ball back for the
She
4.
didn't call something, so she's. Well, I
10.
really don't like the cut because you're running into the 7 or the 6. I was gonna say the 6,
Well.
5, 9, but this worked out really nice for her.
Very, very well.
Could have been way different.
Yeah, she's
hitting a
got
different side.
pretty much ball in half shape for the corner pocket. It's a stop shot, and then everything is open from there.
Yeah, just 6 and the 7 might be a little thing,
Mhm.
but just make sure you stay in line from here.
Just hold your nerve and stay in line, just like you said.
So top spin, maybe put some little inside on it to not end up on the rail. She played it 2 rails. Nice angle to go forward of the long rail. Center of the table, maybe straight on the 7 is okay.
And the German team all play with Predator equipment.
I'm not sure about that because Torsten.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about Torsten. You're correct. We spoke about that earlier. Oh, that was a big one
And
there.
I'm so surprised because this was one of the shots where I would not or just barely use any spin.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like she put some left spin on there. The cue ball did squirt more to the inside of the 7. That's why she hit it too fat.
I wonder if it was by accident. I don't understand why it would be by design.
Yeah.
Why would she choose to use
Yeah,
the
yeah.
spin? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
So,
surprised to
could
see
be.
it. And this is a big swing because the 8 is in front of the side, the 9 ball next to it. Little traveling from the 9 to the 10, but
And
there's so many things that she can do.
well, now that missed 9 in the first game, or the second game, I think it was, and then this miss right here could prove very costly for the German team and Pia Filler.
10.
And a straight. Well, no, she's got more angle. She'll probably come across the 10 and down to the left side of the 10.
Big swing. Looks good. Is it too hard? No, good speed.
No,
And
it's
this 10 ball to take the early lead for the Philippines.
such a big match it was. It is. Big 10 ball.
And it goes in. Philippines takes the first set here in the World Team Championship. Rubel Amit wins 4-2 over Pia Filler.
Shakes her head, and I'm wondering why. I just won the match.
Yeah, well, she
yeah.
kind of struggled to get over the finish line.
She did.
So now we will have Carlo Biado playing
Biado.
Torsten Homan. The Philippines on the back,
Yeah.
happy to be on the screen.
And they always, no matter where they go, the Filipinos will have a fan base.
Yeah, that's true. They always seem to find
They
pool players somewhere.
they always come out to support their team. We'll go to a break and find some other support. And we are back to Klagenfurt in this World Team Ball Championship. Germany to break in the second set with Torsten Homan facing Carlo Biado. Germany lost the first set in the women's singles, so they're down 1-0 in a race to 3.
And a great break from Torsten to start with.
I was watching Torsten warm up when he was hitting balls, and he was showing some moments of brilliance, I tell you.
Yeah, but I also think it's interesting what they do, because Torsten doesn't have to play the singles match for Germany. Could have also been Filler, Joshua. But probably in mind that Joshua and Pia, they play a lot of Scotch doubles together.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
That's
he
gonna come up big.
He played it really scary too. Like, I would definitely like to just put some more stroke on that, and just so soft. And then he hit it real first. So Biado gets to the table with not much work to do.
And when Biado comes to the table,
10.
work he does do. He does very good work. One of the best players in the world. He has an 820 Fargo. If you use Fargo to rate the players, he's rated number 10 in the world. With Joshua Filler on the opposing team, rated number 1 with an Filler has an 837 Fargo, the highest in the world. I'm not sure how familiar you are worldwide with Fargo, but in the United States it's used quite a bit. And for the Predator Pro Billiard Series, it's used to rank the players. Their Fargo score and their success in tournaments gives them a combined ranking.
10.
So Carlo here probably draws into the 7. Oh, he took the big risk. I'm not sure about that. How is the 5 ball ending up? Ooh.
Well, he has the same shot Thorsten had.
Yeah, he's not happy here. Pretty surprised. Yeah, of course, Thorsten Homan, a former world 9-ball champion, just like Carlo Biado. So we got 2 world champions here.
I think Thorsten is one of those that probably has every title around. He's been on the circuit for a long time. He's been a very successful German champion. Spends a lot of time in the United States. And Beato really has come into his own.
10.
The Black Tiger. WPA.
Wow. Look at this 4 shot. That was not easy at all. And perfect position on the 7. Hit that a little firm. Interested to see how he played that ball, just because I would never play with the little stunt
To
to
wrap
go
it
to
out.
the 10.
Yeah, no, I'd straight
would
up and
just-
use the side.
Yeah, I just play some top spin and go up and down.
That's exactly what
But
I was
he
thinking.
played really good speed and got perfect
Yeah.
on the 10 ball, but it's just preference.
Well,
It's such a big preference, like so different.
I've watched Carlo play quite a bit and been able to commentate quite a few of his matches. He does like to incorporate that second rack to really control the speed of his cue ball. Like most players would have probably played just like you said, to just roll it down and come back up and maybe not even touch the second rail. He likes that second rail. And with that spin the way he played it, he's guaranteed not to be on it when it stops.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Oh, he racked him with the 10 ball on the not in the middle.
Yeah, I really think Beato has a different playing style than a lot of players out there, which I think is very interesting. He impressed me a lot at the US Opens, not the 9 ball, but the 8 ball, 10 ball, 1 pocket. He shows that he plays all games, and I like his style. Hit a couple balls a couple days ago with him. Played Scotch doubles. It's just nice and refreshing to see how he moves around the table, nice and fluently.
He's a lot of fun to practice with. He's been in a lot of the Predator Pro Billiard Series tournaments. I believe he's been to 2 in Tucson and Arizona, and he plays so well. He's just a player of his, in his zone, and always in the zone.
Yeah, so squat the cue ball, but no accuracy, and then it got kissed in the corner as well. And
I chuckled because of the way he always has the same reaction. Did you see his head just kind of flip up to the left side when the cue ball went in the pocket? When something goes wrong, that's his reaction. Just That's little different things that players do. Thorsten with ball in hand, trying to get that game back from Beato and tie things up at 2. He's got some work to do though.
left him some angle. Can choose to play for the short side of the 4. Probably top spin, 2 rails. Nicely done. Little draw for the 5 in the left side pocket. And the balls are spread nice. Doesn't have to do much work, just turn over for the 7. That's the 8 in the side. The 9 ball is next to it. And this is to tie the score.
Nice, comfortable close to this rack. But still must get it done. 2 balls left.
No, doesn't want to end up on the rail.
Well,
But he has done that, and sure, he can still make this 10. And I don't think there's a scratch line, but just the rail makes it uncomfortable.
well, first of all, you don't want to be there, and you're upset because you left yourself there. So,
Ooh, and he jumped up a little bit.
ooh, but it went down. It went down. He wasn't comfortable with the way that it reached the pocket.
No, here you see it again. The moment he struck the ball, his head already moved up. And that's how he almost overcut the ball. But it goes in. Scores 1 each. Germany trying to stay in this match. I really think they need this point, because if they go 2-0 down against the Philippines, then it's a pretty tough mission.
Well, then it's filler against Chua. And Chua must win that to send it to the shootout.
Well, we don't know for sure, but the odds are pretty high that the Philippines and, well, especially Germany will choose filler if they get to the favorite player match.
Well, if you were in their position, who would you put up against Chua?
Well, I'm definitely putting Joshua on. I'm more wondering, do I put up Chua?
Well, that I say that the Chua, because that's what they did when they were down in their last match against Team Spain.
I've seen it a couple times that they done that. But I just wonder, because Chua is a great player, but Biado, of course, has just more, how do you say this, more reputation also. So people, when they play Biado, they get scared just by seeing him, which Chua doesn't have that much.
Well, they should. I have seen Johan Chua in action, and he made one of the most impressive runouts in one of these Predator Pro Billiard Series tournaments. Just an exciting match. He is something to watch.
So,
and it was Team Poland, not Spain. The Team Philippines is one of the teams that got a bye, and their first match that they actually played was Team Canada, which went to a shootout. Then they defeated Team USA, Team Great Britain, and Team Poland. Where Germany, on the other hand, was another team that had a bye, and their first team they defeated was Switzerland, and then they lost to Chinese Taipei, but defeated USA and Spain, both 3-1. They have not been in a shootout yet.
get behind the tree. No, didn't get there. Of course, made sure to not leave something on the 1.
One more.
Call the bank, leaving the cue ball on the top rail. And a brilliant shot from Thorsten. Nice little bump on the 2 as well. You see nice replay. Goes straight in the hole. Not even touched any rail.
I like what he did with the cue ball. Made sure he didn't make the 2 ball. Otherwise, you would have had no shot on the 3.
So Thorsten in control. Nice angle on the 4.
No, beautiful.
Great straight pool player, Thorsten Homan. Just whenever he gets close to the balls, he's just so consistent with his cue ball work. You rarely see him get wrong angles and not able to get to his next shots, and it's one of his strong points.
Very important. Strong point. And actually, I hear players talk about other players, and you'll see that one of the things they say about the very best or the very good ones is he's always on the right side of the ball.
Yeah.
That comes into play big time.
Nice 2-rail position, always guaranteed to be on the 8, and now set up a nice angle to go to the 10 ball after. Nicely done.
Just nice position just to move the cue ball in a natural way.
And also, the last game we seen Thorsten almost missed the 10 ball. But you can see such a big difference. If that ball goes in, now he played a brilliant shot on the 1 and runs out. Now he's looking good. Even though the last game I was wondering if he was going to handle the pressure.
And with his 10 ball down, he did.
2-1 for Germany in this set. They're leading, but they're also down in sets, so they really need this point to stay in this semi-final match. And we'll be right back after a short break. And we're back here in Klagenfurt World 10 Ball Teams Championship. Thorsten Homan to break here. He's leading 2-1 over Carlo Biado.
Breaking from the side.
Nice square hit. Makes a ball. And the look on the 1 makes the 2.
Oh, this is set up very stressed up nice. The table's set. Will he have lunch or dinner?
Yeah, big swing. Last game made a great shot and ran out. Oh,
Wow.
did he take his eye off the shot? I'm not even sure what he did there.
Yeah, we can watch here. He kind of punched it.
He had this small angle going to the side pocket though, so he was maybe trying to play pocket speed and cheat the pocket just a little bit so he wouldn't get close, and that's what got him. And 2 each or 3-1 is a big difference, so if
Yeah.
Carlo can run this out.
In fact, I was about to say that this is nice when the one ball looks to be the hardest shot you might have.
Soft with left spin. We hit that quite firm. And got close to the 4.
Yeah, this isn't optimal.
Can go 1 reel. Stun with right spin, maybe a little draw. Just in front of the side pocket. And the cue ball goes to the center of the table. Nice recovery.
Carlo Biado, world #1 rank. Guess what sport Carlo likes to do other than pool?
Table tennis.
Basketball and badminton.
Oh,
And that's the first time I've heard anybody liking badminton.
oh, and look at the spin.
Oh,
Played that really nicely.
it's such a pretty shot when you use a spin to line up on a ball like that.
So I think he might be able to go forward and not hit the 10. Looks like he can. Just to go to the other long reel. He's drawing here. Just to be more close to the 9 ball.
Yeah. Trying just to be to the center of the table where about 65-70% of your shots lay real easy. Nothing's too far away.
Low right. Ooh, cheated the pocket a little bit there. Hit it on the thick side. That's why the cue ball is crawling to the other side of the table. And this to draw the score 2 each. And there it goes. Thorsten Homan with a great break, but hung up the 1 ball,
Yeah.
and now the match has turned a little bit. Momentum shift.
Yeah. It was a great break, but it turned bad at the very first shot. And like you said, now the momentum swung the other way. Instead of being 3-1, it is 2-2. Little happiness there on the Filipino side of the arena. There's a great view of the venue with the tables all around and very spacious accommodations. Makes playing pool a pleasure. Nobody's in your way, nobody's walking across you, nobody's bumping into you.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why all the players were so happy this week. Just because they had so much room, and it never felt like it was crowded, even though there was a lot of people in here this week.
Well, we're in a gymnasium. It's big. It's awesome. See the seats up on top of your screen there? You can sit up there and have a view of all the matches, all the tables. I was up there, and you saw the picture that we started out with, and that's from one end. But it's beautiful, beautiful venue. Sports Park Hall. There goes a 9 ball straight into the side pocket.
And
And
has a look on the 1. You see a replay. Nice squat of the cue ball. Now he hit it accurate. And what can he do here? I think he might still be able to cut the 1 and draw the cue ball away from the 4 using the short rail and come back up for the 2 ball.
Yeah, it'd be a little tight to try to go between the rail and the 4. He doesn't have the angle for it. Let's see exactly what he does with it.
He's playing high ball, traveling around the 4. Oh, wow.
This sketches. Oh, it's
He
gonna
played
go
the 5
perfect.
rails.
Wow.
That's a super shot.
Look how thin he had to hit that ball to make sure he went between the rail and the 4. If he hits
It
that
just-
just a little thicker, he still makes it, but doesn't get that angle. It doesn't come out.
It's just such a different way of thinking. I didn't really extend that whole line. I was just thinking, well, he's going to the center of the table, and then he did that. So, and then he got straight on the 2, and from here, everything's looking well for Biado to go on the hill.
Well, the shot was made possible because he was able to cheat the pocket and use the outside of the pocket. And most people won't risk that with that thin of a cut. Now he's going to go 2 rails at this, huh?
Yeah, around the 8.
Around the 8. Make sure he gets around the 8. A lot of people try to stun that there, and it doesn't grab.
Looks like he got straight on the 5. He's not happy. Wanted to have angle to go to the other side of the 6. But the good thing for Carlo is there is a 6-7 combination. So even if he does not manage to get to the other side of the 6, then he can choose to shoot the combo.
Let's see if he decides to try to manage. Oh, that's pretty straight. I don't think he's going to manage that. I think he's going to take that 6-7 combo like you just mentioned.
Oh.
No, no, he says.
Puts on a clinic here.
He says,
wow.
You know, a 10-foot draw, no problem.
I mean, just look at this. You can see the cue ball. It hits it, and then it goes woof. It just takes off. What a brilliant shot again.
Pretty shot.
And, well, it's tough to call the shots if he's doing all this all the time.
Well, that's Carlo Biado.
No, it's great to watch.
That's classic Carlo Biado.
Oh, doesn't want to be straight on the 8. I think he got there. And this is to go on the hill. Germany should have been on the hill, so Philippines leading 3-2.
Oops. Great play. 2 impressive pressure shots back to back. Very impressive shots.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little flabbergasted here. Like,
now, the more you watch Carlo, the more you see things like this.
every day we learn more, right?
Mm-hmm.
So nice stretching for Carlo. Maybe his back is hurting, I don't know.
I just recommend that for everybody. Stay loose, stay stretched, stay comfortable. And someone that's not comfortable right now is Torsten Homan. He looks comfortable in that chair, but his heart's racing. I got to get back to that table and control it.
Well, I don't think he's got too much going on because he only missed one mistake. Or he made one mistake and that's it. So there's not really much to blame himself for. Just needs to get a look. He's probably hoping for Carlo to don't make a ball on the break. I think that, yeah, that's the only thing he can do.
Yeah, break dry or don't come up with a shot. But he breaks him wide open. He won't. He's breaking a little bit from the side, but watch how open he'll get the rack. He normally does. Eight ball down.
Not too great accuracy, but again a nice pop on the break, and he did not get a shot on the one.
We'll see what he has. I think he has a back cut.
No, I don't think this ball goes, and probably will play the cue ball behind the 5-4 and bring the one ball to the right side behind the 7. A little thick contact with some left spin. And did he leave the gap? I think he left a gap here.
Well, Torsten says, I hope so for my sake. This will give us a good angle to see if there's a gap. And he
Yep.
did.
Don't expect him to shoot the bank here. No nice future on the 2 after.
He can go to either side of the 1.
Still a interesting position he's got here. Nothing obvious going on.
Mhm. As you look at this, Tim, and you let it soak in a little bit, do you prefer to go between the 7-10 with the cue ball or go up?
I think behind the 7-10.
Oh, he went up?
Because I was thinking about the scratch here. But he played the cue ball nicely, but especially the 1 ball he played very nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Just made sure it stayed behind the 2, 5 and the 4, and Carlo needs to come up with another crazy shot here, because I don't really think there is a 1 rail.
He's calling. Is he going to masse around the 2? Yes,
10.
he is.
Or no, he was looking in, going real first with a lot of draw maybe. Wow. What is
I'm
going
telling
on,
you,
ladies and gentlemen?
he's amazing when little things like that. Look how he hit above the side pocket.
And he had to put
Rail
so much
first.
draw on there just
Yeah.
to maneuver around. That's great shot, and I think he just got enough to make it inside. Little Massey here. And now Carlo on the way to put the Philippines on the hill here.
Well, if he finishes off this rack, it's going to be tough for the Scotch doubles. A lot of pressure on the Scotch doubles. But he still has to finish this rack.
Yeah, can go into the rail and bump the 5 or around like this, and he's got a nice angle to go to the other side on the 6. Ooh, that did wipe its feet. Did move a little bit during the shot. Little stun right spin here. And things are not looking good here for Germany.
Yeah, 3 balls.
So again, probably we'll see Carlo playing a stun shot here around the angles, just 2 rails towards the 9.
Wraps it out nicely.
And a perfect angle on the
Oh
9 ball
my.
to go to the 10.
He makes things look so easy sometimes. It's just ridiculous. Makes it look like anybody could play pool.
Just this. And he's perfect on the 10. Philippines on the hill.
And will Team Philippines go on to meet Team Great Britain, or will Germany have something to say in the next 2 sets?
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's are back here. Coming up, the mixed Scotch doubles match between Ruben Amit together with Johan Chua versus the Fillers.
The Fillers. First time that I know of that a husband and wife has represented a country for a world title.
Ooh, big break. Nice quad in the cue ball and ooh,
Almost.
no ball and
Opening.
left a nice starter here for Germany with the 1, 2 and the 3 in front of the pockets. Here we see nice replay. Good cue ball, but just the 6 and the 3 couldn't find the pocket there.
Well,
Oh,
the Germans have their back to the wall here. They have to produce this set in order to stay in the match against Team Philippine.
yeah, being 2-0 down is not easy. They have had their chances though.
Torsten had some big chances.
And Pia also.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that missed 9 ball that she had, and there was another very important one that got away.
Joshua Filler, who has shown some great stuff during the week already. So expect to see some great shots as well in this match.
Yeah, well, the thing about doing and showing great stuff is he only can do it half the time. His wife has to do the other half. So his appearances at the table will be limited to a certain extent. I like the fact that they can coach and they can talk. In a lot of Scotch doubles, it's not allowed at all. And I think it takes away from it.
No, and I think it's also interesting. Imagine all the German fans that can now understand what they go through.
Yeah, if we wouldn't talk through them, but we just did, both of us. The players are mic'd.
Yeah, he says he just wants to have the cue ball back just a little bit. I'm glad my German came in handy there.
I'm glad it did too. But the only thing I would have understood was Danke and Auf Wiedersehen.
And that's okay. So
I have you here. That's great.
So this 6 ball, just soft draw. He was trying to get the 7 to the bottom left corner and left. Tough shot for Pia.
That's a back cut. This is in her handbook though. It's in her skill set.
The good thing is she only has to make it with low left, not much. Medium stroke for the 8 in the side. Oh, she played it. She tried to put like more stroke in there just to feel confident, but they have lost the cue ball a lot more now. Like they're not in a nice spot.
Well, she played it in her comfort zone. A lot of times when you're, shooting shots like that, you add more speed to it to have more confidence to shoot the shot.
So big shot, the 8 ball, and stun the cue ball around the 9, and oh, he made it. And look at the cue ball.
Yeah, and the other thing about Pia's shot is she knows who follows her. If she leaves a possible shot, that young man right there is more than likely going to make it.
So, good start for Germany. Got a chance after the break and they cleared up 1-0 for the Fillers.
And Pia will be breaking to try to get that second game. Some team spirit, all 3 of them there.
And it's not over yet for Germany.
No.
They can really crawl back in this match if they can win this and then put their best playing player in, which will probably be Joshua. And then, well, we can go to a shootout here. It's not guaranteed to be over.
Oh, I don't think it's over by a long shot, especially with them winning the first game and having the balance of a team that they have just like that, where that if Pia gets out of line, Filler can, you know, get right back in line on the next shot. I guess I should have said Joshua, because they're both fillers.
Yeah, well,
I try to get a smile out of Tim.
I'm just focused. I'm really trying to see how they are feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And Joshua has been like laughing and being pretty calm and
He's
relaxed.
pretty loose.
Yeah.
He seems pretty loose.
No ball on the break.
Yeah.
She did cut the one. You can see the cue ball goes to the long rail. A lot of cut on the one, and it just results in a lot of dry breaks as well. I haven't really seen successful breaking
From there,
like this.
breaking like yeah.
Just the cut. Like a lot of players like the cut break, but
Mhm.
I have not seen a lot of good results.
Extension.
The one thing I have seen from the cut break though is you don't get the cue ball kissed in as much.
Yeah, well, that's always going to be the risk, and
Mhm.
it's not something I consider, to be honest. Oh, no easy shot here. Has a shot to the side, but it's going to be a long shot on the 3-ball after. Goes in. Now a long straight 3-ball. The good thing is, doesn't have to do much with the cue ball. Just a stop shot here works.
One of the straightest shooters on the planet, Johan Chua.
Oh.
You know, as soon as I said that, I thought commentators curse.
Did you feel uncomfortable when you
I
said
did.
it?
As
Yeah.
soon as it left my mouth, I looked at the straight-in shot, and I said, "Just watch this." Wow. Sorry, Johan.
So safety here behind the 10. The 3 behind the 10 and the cue ball on the short rail. And it looks like that 7-ball might spoil the fun here.
Well, it's going to be fun putting low. It's going to. Oh, I guess she can get if she can get to there with the cue ball.
Then with a lot of left spin
Mhm.
probably.
She should be able to. She might even be able to hit the back rail and kick the
10.
ball up like that. Oh, and it's
okay, nice hit.
Yep.
And did they leave a gap in between the 4?
It looks like it.
And the
Tim. It looks
5,
like it cuts to the corner pocket.
Maybe we can see it little from here.
Yeah.
I think it does, yeah. And
Yeah.
Germany back to the table with an opportunity.
Extension.
This will take quite a shot from Pia to get position on the 3, on the 4, excuse me, after making the 3. But her job in this Scotch doubles is make the ball when you come to the table. I will take care of getting in line, is what Joshua says to her. This is one of your just roll the ball shots, Tim.
Well, no, this one I like to go 2 rails.
Well, yeah, it's going to take it
I'll
2
play it.
rails and then for shaping the side. But it's
Yeah.
just roll it. It's just roll it. Just a little bit of hint of outside. Right. Perfect.
Good speed. Maybe a little bit too much, but like you can see, Joshua can still draw just for the center of the table. No, he decided to travel a little bit more. Of course, one of Joshua's strengths is that his recovery shots are so good.
Mm-hmm.
So when they get out of line, he can make sure that Pia is close to the next shot. And I think that's a big deal, just because you don't want to leave your partner in long shots all the time, or uncomfortable strokes. And especially, like, I think it's fair to say that Joshua is a better player than Pia. Like, he is carrying her, so if he can just leave her close to the shots all the time, then she should be okay.
Yeah, he's about 170 points over her in Fargo, so I would say he's a better player. And Pia has a respectable 663 Fargo. And this 10 ball for game number 2 in a race to 4. And maintain control of the table, more importantly. As you can hear the chatter back and forth between husband and wife. And the gamesmanship. All three of them rooting for each other, looking to get a world title. These don't come around very often. In the beautiful Austria, Klagenfurt.
Well, one thing is sure, the Philippines are having fun in the arena.
Well, I like laughing it up, but when I'm trailing 2-0, I'm a little concerned. Maybe that's my problem. I should loosen up a bit. How do you find yourself when you're down 2-0 in a race to 4? Do you get concerned, a little tighter?
No, I
you try
think
to loosen up.
I just believe in the fact that it can just swing to the other side real fast. Like, that momentum swing is just always there. It's just it's a race to 4, and it's win or break as well. Like, let's say this, for example. You have the momentum, you get the shot on the 2. If you don't have it, you don't get the shot on the 2.
So you just trust in the process.
Yeah.
2 ball.
Stay calm, and especially like the Philippines in this case, they can't really be disappointed already, or
no, they haven't done anything wrong.
No, not much. So then in their case, just enjoy the game, have fun, and wait till you can try to change momentum. Oh. Oh,
nice.
and that worked out.
It did work out.
I don't think she's trying to do that, but
well, if she misses the 9, she would have had a nice position on the 3 anyway, but she hit the 9 and still has what you might consider fairly nice position, especially considering who's shooting the shot.
So expect them to go forward on this, to center of the table.
Einfach Tischmitte?
Ja.
She's asking him which way should I go? Do I have room? And she does. She has a nice angle to come across for the 5.
Good.
He is doing a very, very nice job holding her nerves.
Yeah, like I said, if Joshua can put her close to the next ball, and especially with a nice angle, then I don't really see her miss a lot of shots.
Die Bande wieder raus.
Yep.
Esteban Robles, the founder or owner of Alpha Coin, one of our sponsors, in the white shirt behind them.
Yeah, make sure you check the website. It's very interesting. Cryptocurrency in the billiard sports. alphacoin.io, I think that's the website.
And Joshua will put her close to this 8 ball. Get him a nice, hopefully with a good angle.
Yeah, good cue ball again. And this layout has been a little tough here and there, with a lot of traveling. Again, now to get perfect on the 9, then also needs to travel a lot more from the 9 to the 10.
Yep.
Yeah. A lot of amateur players here try to spin this ball with left English and go towards the side pocket to get straight on the 9. She's going to choose the middle of the table.
Yeah, I like the center
Yes.
of the table
Yep.
too. Just
Yep.
left spin.
Just make the ball.
Great. He has
Very,
to.
very nice
He
shot.
has a perfect angle to go back with low left. Cross over to this side of the table.
Extension. Extension.
As I watch these two play, I'm thinking this is a very, very tough team to beat, because this young man here is such an expert at getting back in the line, just so good with the cue ball, that he's always going to have PS shooting, high percentage shots, and she can do so and still leave a good recovery shot if she's out of line.
Well, they didn't get perfect on this stem ball, so a little more difficult shot for Pia. This to go on the hill in this third set,
Yes.
and they need it.
Yes.
And it goes in. Germany leading 3-0.
Very
And-
nicely done.
And we don't get to see the Philippines at all.
No, they've enjoyed watching this too. Right along with all of you. What do we have now? About 5,000 viewers, 6,000 viewers? 7,000 viewers. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the share button and hit the like button if you're on YouTube watching us. If you're on Billiard TV, welcome to the stream. Thanks for your support. I hope you enjoy what you're seeing. Predator, Q Sports International, all our sponsors go a long way to try to bring you the best pool in the world.
Yeah, well, I've been enjoying it. A lot of great matches we've seen this week.
And here we are in Klagenfurt, home of the Ocean Billiard Academy, the Sports Park Hall. It's just been a joy all week here. We've been here since Tuesday or Monday. We have Kamui, Alpha Coin, Rums of Puerto Rico, Fargo Rate, Jam Up Apparel, Billiard Bergman, all sponsors and all doing the same. Kazoom, trying to bring you the best. Predator with their tables, lights, cloth, cues, balls, rack,
Bridges.
and all that investment and all those sales go right back into the tournament play, bringing more higher prize monies, more tournaments for the players and the world to enjoy.
So, made the one ball. It looks like no shot on the two. Maybe a carom. But I think it's a very thin contact, what they have here.
If Joshua's shooting, I think he might just go ahead and fire this ball and two-rail the two ball and pocket the four. He's going to shoot it soft. He can shoot it soft. I wasn't sure
Nice
if he could
shot.
shoot it soft and still do that. This is a long shot.
Ja, du kannst einfach so leicht rüber stoppen
Mhm.
oder lässt einfach laufen. Dann läufst du in die 3, müssen wir ein bisschen beten. Ja, so wie du möchtest.
Einfach rüberstoppen.
Und wenn du die nicht spielen willst, kannst du natürlich auch die weiße Lay 7 spielen. oder
Einfach rüberstoppen.
So,
Okay.
the opportunity
Ja.
Extension.
for Germany to crawl back into this match.
Alles gut.
And I will try to be aware of when the players are speaking, let you listen to them. I can't understand it, but that's the reason they're mic'd. Nice,
Yeah, this
nice shot.
That's a good shot. Little approval there from Joshua.
I think she got an approval from the world. 7,000 fans thought it was a nice shot too.
Yeah, had to leave Pia a little longer on this 5 ball because they got straight.
Rollen lassen.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a big shot. Let's see how she handles the nerves.
Yeah, the only thing she could do wrong here is either miss the ball or come across and scratch in the side.
Yeah, I really think the scratch is not that big of a problem if you
Mhm.
just play with
Yeah.
high right. It's making the ball.
And she
Ooh,
has, and
but she did not get really nice on this 6.
you think this shot's going to bother Joshua?
Well, I don't know him. I don't know what bothers him.
Have you seen the shot on the pool table that bothers this young man?
How is he ending up on the 7?
Perfect.
Nice off of the rail as well. Good speed. So back en route.
Eine.
Ja.
Du kannst auch für lang Mitte stellen.
Was meinst du, die 8 Mitte stellen? Einfach rüberstoppen?
Ja, aber so tief, ne? Dass er
Ja.
leicht so anzieht.
So just choosing to stop the cue ball for the 8 in the side.
Sehr stark.
Yeah. Good control there. I do like it. Would be scary if she overhit the ball a little bit then.
Here's how confident he is. He patted the table saying, perfect shot, knowing that he can get perfect on this 9 ball so that she could not disappoint him for the 10.
Yeah.
He was just that confident of that shot.
And crazy ending of this 3rd set. We haven't really seen the Philippines at all.
No, they've been in their chair the whole time.
And Joshua Filler here to take the first point for Germany.
Now, how important is this next set coming up?
Yeah, so
Sehr gut gemacht. Genauso wichtig.
both teams listing their favorite player in this 4th set coming up. But first, we will go for a break.
And we are back to the semifinal match between Germany and Team Philippines. Filipinos leading 2-1, and this is the player's choice. Josh Filler versus Johan Chua. Very important point for Germany. They need this to send it to a shootout. The Philippines need this to close them out and move into the finals to face Great Britain.
Yeah, and we see Joshua Filler playing Johan Chua from the Philippines here. And we were just discussing during the break about who we were thinking about having up there for the Philippines. Because Carlo was so strong in his singles match. But they chose Chua. And was trying to get behind the 10-8, 6-2 here, but overran the 1.
I just wish I could think of what match that was. I watched Chua play. I think he played Oi in Las Vegas. It was just beautiful to watch that, and just so impressionable. He was so impressive.
Oh, and he left a shot on the 1 as well. Ooh. Hit that a little firm. Overran the cue ball a bit on the 2. Can still cut this with left spin, because the left does throw the 2 ball more towards the short rail. So you can hit the 2 ball thicker, but with a lot of left spin you can still get to the other side as well. Like this. Played it well.
If he's going to hold for... Oh, he opened up for it. Nice. I was going to say, if he's going to hold for the side, he better get the right angle. He won't be able to get to the 5 right. He did. I haven't seen a mistake from him yet. Or anything close to a mistake.
He just executes so well. Has a great feeling. I do remember, like, we used to play the European Championships in the youth division. Like, I was there, I seen him, and he was, I think, 14, 15, 16. He just ran 75 out in straight pool matches and just dominated the youth already back then, just as he's kind of dominating at this moment.
Yeah, well, he's 24 years old. He is the highest rated Fargo in the world. Mosconi Cup MVP, 11-time German youth champion, 7-time Euro champion, Euro youth champion, US Open 9-ball champion, WPA World 9-ball champion. Should I just go on, or should I just write a book?
That's a lot of champion.
And he's 24 years old.
Yep. So, let's go back. Little stun for the 9-ball in the... Oh, he played top spin there. Expected him to play the short side of the 9. And
I thought he would too.
He has a small angle on the 9. To go to the other side and back out for the 10 in the bottom left. And this, let's take the first game in this 4th set. And yeah, Johan did play a not so good safety there, giving Joshua the opportunity to get comfortable in this singles match.
Well, he left an opening through the window, which, you know, if that ball would have been just a little bit off to either side, he may not have had the shot. So really, not much that he did wrong. But leaving this young man any kind of an opening, it is possible that Chua doesn't return to the table.
Yeah, it's something we might have to consider.
Yeah, it's a possibility. He's that explosive, and he's showing us he is that good.
So Joshua Filler breaking here from the side. Go for a square hit. Squat the cue ball, Joshua. No.
One ball straight
he
in.
He did cut the 1 a lot, but he made it. He made the 1 going. And also the 7 ball. No open shot on the 2. He might choose to bank this with low left. Draw it all the way up to the 6-3.
Well, he has to cut this quite a bit. If he banks it to the corner, the 5 ball's in the way for the side. He could choose to bank the 4 ball 2 rails to the middle part of the head of the table with the cue ball by the 10. Let's see what he decides to do. How frisky is he feeling?
Yeah. And
I think if he decides to go for this bank, he makes it.
yeah, low left to run into the balls, and how did that work out for him?
Picture book perfect.
So the 3 to the side, and if he can get somewhat straight on the 4, close to the 4, then things are not looking good for Johan, and there's nothing he can do about it.
most uncomfortable feeling when you're in your chair watching your opponent run out.
Oh, he did end up on the rail. Was trying to stay in front of the side pocket, so a little jacked up. Needs a nice setup for the 6-8 combination, like this. And well, I was rooting in the beginning of the tournament. I said, well, I have a feeling Philippines, they might win the tournament. And in the beginning of this match, it did look like I was going to be right. But at this moment, the momentum is clearly not in the Philippines' favor.
Well, keep in mind, they finished runner-up twice out of the times they've had this tournament. Will the third time be the charm?
Well, they gotta win this semi-final first, of course, but just also the way how they change around the table. So let's say one table is slower than the other one, or one table gives a little bit more speed on bouncing the rail. Then the Philippines, they just really adapt really well to the circumstances, and that's why I chose him as a possible winner for this tournament.
I had the Philippines at the beginning. I did not consider the fact that with having the fillers as Scotch doubles and then having him, Joshua, playing this strong, that they would be a shoo-in if he goes on to win this, of course. That the worst they could do is a shootout.
Yeah, so made the one ball again, but this is a long shot on the 2.
And I wonder if I'm sure they've considered it this way and had Pia probably practicing spot shots left and right, and also Torsten, because that's how important it would be.
Yeah, I'm excited to see a shootout, but
we have to finish this.
Yeah, we have to finish this first.
Match first. That's right.
So let's go back. Can Joshua play this with inside? Go 3 rails for the 3 ball in the side. Oh, he decided to play it soft and just take another longer, tougher 3. And I'm not sure what he's going to do with the 4. Can he shoot the 3 in the top left corner and stun with inside and open up the 4? This is very tough. Are we going to see a great shot here, or is he just playing a safety?
Well, so far in this tournament, Germany has not been in a shootout. They had a bye, 3-1 win, 3-0 win, 3-1 win, and 3-1 win.
So decided to play the safety and has left a shot on the 3, but it's not that easy for Johan because he's not guaranteed to be on the 4. Like, there's nothing to do with the 4.
But as we can see, Filipinos will have an up at the table. They're not going to get blanked completely.
10. Can he go around the 10, just in front of the side? And like, I was not doubting him making the shot. I was more doubting what to do after.
Well, his after shot is either bank the 4 or cut it thin into the 9 and bring the cue ball all the way back down.
So if he wants to go aggressive, he can bank the 4, but I'm thinning the 4 ball here.
10.
He agrees with you.
Behind the 6 would be nice.
He tried.
Yeah.
Now, Let's see what this young man does. Does he kick and stick it? And actually, if he's able to do that, he might slide that cue ball in a little bit behind the 9.
No, I
He
do.
can't hit it that soft.
I do like to shoot the 4 into the 9. The 4 ball will stay and the balls will open up.
Mm-hmm.
And then he can get the cue ball behind the 10, 6, 8.
What about shooting the 4-9 into the 5 and making the 5? It lays nice. It's laid very nice.
They can hold the cue ball for the 4 ball.
Well, and he didn't get behind him.
But he got distance, and I think they locked up the 6 and the 8 now.
Good shot by Chua here can gain him a little bit of an advantage.
And is this cue ball going to be good?
Very.
It's a great shot from Johan Chua. Needs to put Joshua in that awkward spot because Joshua has been strong. Close, but no cigar. And left a chance for Chua. Balls are open.
Well, this shot probably dictates who wins this game.
Well, the 6 ball is still locked up, I think. I don't think it goes, so really needs to do more work here.
Well, does he move it? Here.
Well, it doesn't look like he can run directly into the 8 and the 6.
Oh, he's not. He's gonna win. This better bounce for him.
Yeah, he was trying to get on the 6 to the side, but it's just it was such a small window to play for, and now you might see him take the jump cue out. Yep.
6 side.
And
gotta make it.
He called the 6 in the side.
Dwayne Pan will be watching for a bad hit. It lays pretty nice, so there shouldn't be one. Unless he moves over to the right a little. Will the 8 ball come into play?
I don't think so.
No.
And yeah, not much here. Stop the cue ball. Got the 7. Go 2 rails to the 8. Not really difficult anymore.
Joshua has really been showing in the Scotch doubles and in this match. He's really been showing his dominance. And rarely does, at that level, a player able to exhibit it the way he has, I think.
Stun 2 rails. And this is to put Germany on the hill. 3-0 lead coming up. It's almost safe to say with this young man here, because he doesn't make a bunch of mistakes, and if he does, you really gotta take him.
His execution has been flawless.
Yeah, so Germany leading 3-0, and we'll be back after a short break. Stay tuned.
And we are back to Klagenfurt with Joshua Filler to break, needing one game to send this match into a shootout. Exciting as it's been, Team Philippines won the first 2 sets. Then the Scotch doubles. Team Germany came back to blank out the Filipinos. And in this set here, in the Player's Choice singles, Joshua Filler has blanked them out. 3-0 so far. And with Filler involved on the table, they've won 7 straight games without an answer from the opposing team.
So, and it's when they go to a shootout, if they go to a shootout, then I would say Germany is a small favorite just because they came back all the way from being 2-0 down. But don't count the Philippines out. They have great players. It's the mecca of pool, like Marcus Chamat would say.
They've been in 2 shootouts and won them both.
So 2 reels for the 5 inside.
Germany has yet to be in a shootout. But if they're going to stay in this tournament and go to the finals, they're about to be in one after this game if it goes on to win it. You can see some of the players up in the background there. I believe I saw was it Lena Primas from Poland?
From Austria.
She's Austria? Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure which one it was.
And you know, it's a red and white flag. It's like
well, she's
Austria.
not wearing the colors. Give me a little bit of a break. There she is right there. And then you see the Filipino fan base there on the left with the dark blue shirt.
Oh. Why did he call us extension there?
She was getting close and wanted to take time. And he realizes that he's 3 balls away. And for him, it's 3.
Oh, this is a big shot because he looks quite straight, has the angle towards the short rail, and is on the rail. So
I think he's perfect. He'll just roll this down and straight back up. He might put a little bit of outside. He has to avoid the 10.
Well, I'm stunning here, but
a little bit of right, and he used 2 rails.
Perfect.
A la Carlo Biata that we saw him do earlier, remember? We talked about that shot. These 2 balls to close the opponents out completely.
So this 10 ball to go to a deciding shootout. The Philippines was up 2-0, but in the end, they couldn't finish it before. And now the nerves are going to come up because this is such a big swing. It's a 11,000 euro swing to win or lose this match.
Well, what's bigger than the money is the world title. To some people, it's the titles. To other people, it's the money.
Yeah, so
but they usually go hand in hand. Not sure if we'll go to a break, but we'll
here we have the shootout rules. So it's 4 innings each. You alternate the sides, and the team with the highest score after 4 innings wins. So it's all 3 players playing. They're probably talking about the order now and what kind of order they want to shoot. The last time the Philippines had this shootout, they played Carlo, Viado, then Rubenlen, Amit, and then Johan Chua. They might do something else now. We can get to hear this soon. The referee will go up and ask them. So we will stop talking around that time to make sure we can
listen to them.
Listen to it.
If they are tied, we're going to listen to them. Establishing the order of play. If they are tied at the end of 4 innings, the cue ball will be taken back, placed back 1 diamond, and will be in that little corner by the corner pocket. 1 diamond off the hit string and 1 diamond off the side rail.
Carlo Biado first. He shoots and he scores. 1-0 for the Philippines. And just because of the Philippines, they won the leg in the beginning of the match. That's why they also are allowed to choose if they want to start the shootout or not.
Actually, I believe it was Germany that won the leg, and they chose to go second.
Oh, okay. And that's something I would be quite surprised about, just because I think the team that goes first can put the most pressure on the other team if they make the shot. So here we have Joshua Filler shooting for Germany. Can he tie the score?
You see the scoreboard there at the bottom of your left screen?
And
The
he
check
makes
mark.
it.
Go ahead.
He makes it. That's the only thing I wanted to say.
Check mark in the box means a make. I believe an X will mean a miss, which makes sense. Unless I'm keeping score, because an X on my paper means a win.
So next up,
Inside joke, folks. I'm sorry.
next up is Ruben Amit to put some more pressure on Germany.
Big shot.
She saved the Philippines in the last shootout. And she makes it. Okay, where's the cue ball going? No scratch. 2-1 Philippines. So the 10 ball is placed exactly where it usually is in the rack. So it's not just on the spot, it's a little lower, as you can see. And Pia Filler upcoming here to tie the score again.
Determination, intensity on her face.
And she makes it. Nice execution. She stayed down and shot smooth. 2 each. And this is looking very promising for both teams. I mean,
For both teams, this may come down to 1 shot.
Yeah.
If they stay steady through the first 4, it'll come down to 1 sudden death. The highest I've seen 2. Well, I've seen 1 long one. I saw a 14-13 in Tucson, Arizona, between Jesus Atencio and Naoyuki Oi. And then there was one between Mario He, which went 11-10. I forgot who the opponent was.
Yohan Chua shoots and scores as well for the Philippines. You see a nice replay. It's nice and smooth and deadly straight. So next up, Thorsten Homan. Score is 3-2. Big shot coming.
How about poker faces on all 3 players?
Oh, and he jumped up quite a bit. He did move a lot there, and that was not smooth at all. Germany might be in trouble here. Carlo Biado is shooting, and if he makes this one, he puts a lot of pressure. Or
if he makes this one, it's 4.
He makes this one, it's done.
It's 4. They cannot come back and tie.
Just comes down to this 1 shot. 11,000 euro shot here, and a spot in the finals. And he makes
There it is.
Oh, big
There it
spoon
is.
there. And a big win for the Philippines, beating Germany 3-2 in this shootout.
And we will be back at 3 o'clock with Team Philippines versus Great Britain.
Yeah, this was George Teachea and Tim de Ruiter in the booth. Thank you all for watching, and hopefully we'll see you back at 3. Thank you.
Thank you.